So it is the night of September 4th. I told myself I was going to kind of vlog September every day, and it's the 4th day already. So I'm going to start tomorrow. Alright, so it's not quite tomorrow yet, but what are we doing, Ruby?
Throwing eggs.
Throwing eggs. Whenever we have old eggs, we throw them. We've just thrown most of them. You want to throw this last one? I'm always trying to hit the mailbox, our own mailbox. Well, this is the mailbox. Definitely didn't hit it. That's a shame. I have a guardian spider for the Corolla. That's awesome. That thing is pretty big. So up early for cars and coffee. It is amazing outside. Thought I'd use this opportunity, show off our workshop garage area because it's actually clean right now. Come a long way. We just bailed out 200 or 300 gallons of water a few weeks ago because of some serious downpour, which is mostly coming from here. So we're waterproofing, making big gains. But Ruby has been painting everything, and I love it personally. So yeah, much more happy environment, which is what I'm all about. So lots of cool stuff here today. I'm posted up over here. Yeah. America.
Vibrating.
So we got like Lamborghinis and McLarens and all sorts of sweet muscle cars and exotics and stuff. Today, this guy has got my attention. This is just a Honda Fit. But it is super clean. The paint is in incredible condition, which is so hard on these cars because people just like throw shopping carts at them just for fun. But man, on 1552 Tarmacs, look at this engine bay. That's super. And of course it's manual, like God intended. This is my toy car. This is my real car. This is Andy's Honda Civic, and I'm very about it. All right, so Robert and Andrew and I are going to go on a little drive to Williamsburg and back. Andrew's actually doing his own little vlog of the trip, or at least he's starting it, so he better finish. I'm taking the car because I don't have a bike. Yeah, so, one other thing. I got this 2-inch spacer behind the wheel so I can move my knee a little better behind it. Pretty sweet. Only downside is when I want to use the turn signal, I'm like, I gotta actually like reach out instead of just get it with my finger. No big deal. But yeah, I'm excited about this little drive. I'm gonna be going slow because I'm on new tires and I have no idea how much grip I have in them. Well, we just got gas and just figuring out our GPS situation. I just got my best mileage so far at 24.9, which is maybe like my third fuel up in this thing. So not really big deal. So pardon my terrible front-facing camera. It's actually got a crack straight through it. Out here with Robert and Andrew, seen through the roll bar. We just made it to Jamestown. We took Route 5 the whole way next to the Capitol Trail. Gorgeous drive. Now we're actually in Jamestown. This little random road. I guess at some point we're going to get on the ferry and cross, hopefully, and then we'll take Route 10 on the way home. But amazing day for this. Can't stress enough how great this weather is. We have arrived, Jamestown. We had one run-in with this dude in a SRT Durango that was like, hey, let's not let these guys pass me.
He had to prove that he was a man.
Yeah, so that was kind of a nuisance. So we made it out here to, I think it's called Black Point. Huh, well it's not a beta. Protests going on. Is it Black Lives Matter? Is it about not wearing masks? Is it about something else? Who knows? Either way, good on them for using their rights. All right, we're gonna get some food. Parked the Miata here. Got all of everyone's gear in the trunk and my wheel, so no one can take it, I guess. But yeah, oh, he's doing it too. Look at me. ferry. Headed down south of the river. It's actually pretty sweet. Like, I just drove on a boat. Didn't even talk to anyone, and now we're headed off. I think that's gnarly. Magnet. See ya, nerds. Sweet. So there's some other guy's Indian, which is sweet. Andrew's got his Kawasaki Z400. And Robert has his Suzuki SV650. I like them all. They're all great. I don't know what this is.
The thing with motors, like with cars, when you lose traction, you kind of start to feel it. When you start to lose traction with motorcycle, it's already too late. You lose traction and die.
Dude, you can tell who like lives here and who is a visitor like us. Because some people are like asleep in their cars, and then there's us nerds like running around back and forth, and taking pictures and waving at seagulls, and you know. I'm alright being a visitor. Hey! So you just pull that, and these doors just fling open and throw life jackets all over your bikes. Ooh yeah.
But, so I wonder, I mean, they're not going to fix it up, maybe.
So it is a new day. I am here at Richmond Raceway, and I'm going to do the Spirit JP Novice Drift Clinic. So I guess I'm gonna drift my Miata. Not really something I want to get like miserably into, but it's really good car control experience and education, so that's what I'm doing. So we are here. Already made some paddock friends. Got teched. Yeah, ready to go out. All right, I just did my first 3 laps ever of the little mini circuit. It was actually a little easier than I thought it'd be. I spun every single time on the like long one or whatever, but getting the tail out and actually kind of hooking a little bit, not too bad. Alright, so I'm now doing laps on the main circuit. Really doing things slower because it's higher speed. A lot less tight, which is fine, I guess. But definitely learning experience so far. I barely even got the end out this last lap, so let's hope that by the end of the day I'm actually getting the end out on the main circuit. Yeah, so this is what was on the rear. This one, my alignment's definitely not good in the rear. Got too much rear camber on the back left. So this guy's corded on the inside. This guy doesn't look that bad. Chunked up real bad in the center, which, I don't know, I'm not an expert. Could be too much pressure. But he's actually flat, potentially because of, here, this guy. So, yeah, I might be done for the day if I'm honest, even though it's only like 12. But here with Ruby, got my sandwich, my milk, all's well. Got a BRZ, an FRS here. And this FRS is like just like mine. Yeah, 6-speed. I don't know. This looks like it was probably a 13 or a 14. Now that I look at it, not a 15 or a 16. I can't tell if it's 15 or 16. Well, actually, yeah, I could, because this color never came in 16. So 13 or 14 for this one. But yeah, I miss mine a lot. So that was super fun. Someone let me drive his LS swapped RX-8, and that was, it just has so much power. I was totally not used to the car at all, like the seats, the pedal, how much torque it has, not having power steering, all sorts of stuff. But like, oh my gosh, it was just stupid fun. So we're actually at home right now because we're gonna take the 2 wheels off this car, the Yaris, and put them on the Miata, 'cause it's the same lug pattern. Then just drive home on that. So, doing it. Oh no, these are 5 lug and the Miata's 4 lug. Psych. So I just took these off the Yaris, and here we are. The Corolla is playing support vehicle. I never thought that it would be playing that role instead of being the supported vehicle, but here we are. All right, so back in the Miata. Got the Yaris wheels on the back. The Miata lug nuts are conical, which go into conical seats on a wheel, and that was not the car. And the Yaris wheels are not, they don't have conical seats, so I'm like a little cautious, but I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get home. It's only like 10 minutes, but wish me luck. Doesn't she look so dang good? Look at her. Can I zoom? I can't zoom. She is so good looking. All right. That's all done. I'm really exhausted. Big fat croissants to be. These are delicious. Already had one. It was super filling. She did it. Actually, yeah, you nailed it. That's a tiny little turtle. All right, out of the office. Finished with my first day of work back in the office after taking a quarantine for a little bit. And today I drove the Corolla. Don't tell anyone, I didn't lock the doors. All right, will she start with no persuasion? Yeah. Not bad. So aside from needing rear brakes done, which are drums, unfortunately, so real fun job there. And I need it so bad that the brake light, like the emergency brake light on the dash, is always lit. But anyway, biggest problem I have with this car right now is that when you turn it off, it diesels. That all said, thankfully, after running a whole can of Seafoam through the car, it's actually turning off a lot nicer. So when I turn it off, instead of it being like for like 30 seconds or sometimes like a long time, just kind of turn it off like it should. Stop. Well, I stopped at Harbor Freight and I turned the car off and it dieseled for like 15 seconds. Wasn't good. So maybe it's back to the drawing board for me. So my favorite thing about this car, it has the cutest horn. There he goes. My good guy David came by the other day and gave me not one but 2 of these massive toolboxes. So I emptied my plastic toolbox, which I really enjoyed digging through. So now I can at least, slide these things out. It really makes me feel like I don't really own any tools, which, hey, you can always have more tools. Also just got this Makita glide rail in the mail today. This is so that your circular saw actually gets mounted onto this and you slide it along the rail so you know you're getting a straight cut. That's pretty cool. Hey, Noisy. Come on out. Come on. There we go. And he's on the head. That's pretty much how I get greeted every day. This guy on my head, hey Jimmy. This guy on the floor meowing about. I love my big kitty cat. Isn't that right, Marty? So I was about to hop into the Corolla. Hello. That's a spider web. I don't know where the big guy went, but I'm gonna have to ruin his web. Sorry, dude. So is this better than my Galaxy S8? Who knows? I'm sure this is better though than my cracked screen. Look at her! She laughing. So we are on our way to Vermont for Zach and Emily's wedding. We pretty much just left. We have 9 hours and 18 minutes left. Not too shabby, but here we are. Andrew's driving, taking the fit down. Alright, hold your breath. Alright, it's easy. I'll get the wheel. You pass out. We're doing it. We're going over a big old bridge. There's one right there. Right there. See, right there.
Well,
Mega bus. Mega bus. Mega bus. Mega bus. Buenos dias from Starksboro, Vermont. Yep. We got Eric. We got Andrew. And we got Ruby. Yeah, we're into Airbnb. It's actually like a really pretty farmhouse. I can't turn this camera around while it's recording, but trust me, it's creaky. Dang! But it's really cold out, by the way. Okay, not really cold out, but it's a cute little red house. If I drop this, I'm gonna feel so stupid. Frost. Ta-da! We have begun a hike. This is, I don't know, it overlooks Bristol, whatever it is. But yeah, we all brought sweatshirts. Won't be needing them. I'm probably gonna take mine off in a moment, but see the top. We made it.
Look at those cuties.
Look at these lovely people. Got our Andrew, he just took our group selfie. We got Rue, we got Eric. Got them and me up here. I just took a few shots. One, oh, I guess I took two. One of down there and one of my good friends and wife. This voodoo.
Alright, here we go.
Brace yourself,
left,
boys.
Left on
We're doing it! They're so cute. Oh my gosh,
Well,
look at them go.
Dang.
Right?
Save it for tonight, guys. Heck.
Happy Monday. We are back here at home. Ruby actually just left with Jimmy to go to the animal hospital because he was bleeding. Hopefully it's just a blood feather, but if not, somebody might be in trouble. So haven't been recording too much in the past 24 hours. Jimny's actually still at the animal hospital. They're doing surgery on him. Marty definitely got to him. Was not a blood feather, unfortunately. So we have one bad cat. You're a bad cat. Nah, you're a good kitty. Yeah, you are. Yeah, you don't want to be touched. So, yeah, we're hoping and praying that Jimmy's going to pull through and be all right. But I'm hopeful, Ruby's hopeful, and kind of just waiting to get a call back from them sometime today. got there was a Suzuki Cappuccino over at J-Spec Auto, which is where I take their new inventory photos, which is honestly a pretty sweet gig because I get to see all the, you know, imported Japanese cars they're getting in and everything. And yeah, that's fun. The Cappuccino is one of the coolest cars we've had through, or that one in particular, because it's got a lot of bolt-on mods to it. It makes a whole heck of a lot more power than it did from the factory. But yeah, I'll be editing those photos probably later tonight. Maybe I'll throw some pictures up. So what I got going on here on the Yaris is that when I took it to get inspected, all was good and well, but they did warn me that right up there, where that gap is between the silver stuff and the black thing, there is a seal that is leaking transmission fluid, and that's not good because when you run out of transmission fluid, you blow your transmission. Transmissions are a lot harder to change than a seal. Well, actually, not that much harder, but a lot more expensive than the stupid little seal. So that's what I'm up to now. So far, so good. Axle's out. Just gotta pull that seal out now. Put the new one in and put the axle back in and then put everything else back together. All right. So this is upside down. Much better. What this means is I'm exactly halfway done. This is the old guy and this is the new guy. I'm not exactly sure how bad this was because I definitely beat the snot out of it trying to get it out. I want to say though, this end right here may have been what was giving me grief, but yeah, this little guy, he came from the outside of that. I'll go back in. Yeah, so I'm gonna now push this guy in and hopefully everything looks all fine and dandy up there in that hole. Yeah, look at that. That's where the power comes from. All, what, 108 I think this thing has? 108 horsepower? At least half of it. So there's your 54 horsepower hole. Love it. Hope she chooches well for you. So there goes Ruby in the yard. She's on all four wheels again. Chooching real smooth, even in first and reverse. Left it out here last night to make room for something else. You know where Ruby's going, Marty? He's gonna go pick up your brother, the one you hurt. Sorry, I feel bad. So look who's home. Actually real excited that he's back because, you know, with little animals, when they get hurt, it's kind of hard to tell what's going on. So there's his wrapped up foot. He's kind of avoiding using it right now. So tomorrow he'll have to go back to get that rewrapped, and then he'll have to go back eventually to get his gauze or tack in or stitches or whatever they put on him out. But he's doing pretty well. He's behaving. The vet said when he came up from anesthesia, he was whistling at all of them, so that's what he does best. So this is it. I've been freaking excited about this for a long time. This is my car that I wrecked at Summit Point back in late July. Finally have it back. It's still obviously needing a lot of repair. I'm so sorry, my garage is very dark, but I had some frame repair done to it and it's finally in my hands and it's at a point where I can actually start working on it myself. I love this car so much and I'm really excited for it to be back in my garage at the point where I can actually start doing stuff again. Very good. So this is where I am. I took everything out of the back and I went ahead and put everything back in here, like the spare tire, the carpet, the extra tools in the baggie and everything. I got all this stuff. That's been kind of fun to sort through. I got my old front bumper there, which I can add to the collection of ruined front bumpers. Hopefully that's not a trend. Got a few other things I'm gonna do today. I think I'll take off all the wheels and tires and start examining this front suspension. And I gotta put my shift knob back on, which you can't see for squat because tinted windows, and my rear license plate. Happy Friday. We're back in the garage and we're gonna do a bit more here. So on today's agenda, I want to take out at least this coilover. I might take out that one as well. This is the one that's messed up. So as you can see, this mount shot straight through here. So like, that's what it's supposed to be like. It blew all the way through. The most important thing, the reason I didn't do this yesterday, was that I got a real keen eye. You see how that mount is all nice and flat? You know, it's like a flat surface across all three of these guys. This guy is not like that. We did not invent chicken, just a chicken sandwich. How about that? With pure, natural, organic knockoff Chick-fil-A sauce. So it is Saturday morning, and I'm not totally sure if I'm gonna keep all of this car content in this September doohickey, because it's kind of extensive. Might just dominate the whole thing. I might make a separate video for all the work I've actually done on the car itself. But just in summary, I did take the front two coilovers out. This is the one that's pretty badly beat up, which yeah, you can kind of see how this one is fantastic actually. Got my both of my old bumpers hanging here. Top one was back in March of 2016. I was coming home in the dark in the rain, and some lady just took a left-hand turn directly in front of me, and I just barely hit her, but it was enough to, make me get a new bumper. And this was the Summit Point Turn 5 bumper. But yeah, I'm very optimistic about the repairs here. The more I look at it, the more I'm like, I don't have a ton to do, because most of the damage has been constrained to parts that are replaceable, which is awesome. Scooby-Dooby-Doo, moving cars around, because tomorrow, theoretically, someone is coming to pick up the shed. Oh man, you don't want to see the inside of the shed, but I'm going to show you anyway. This morning I went in, I sprayed a bunch of kill all the bugs gook. So now let's see if we spook them. Oh? Oh my. Oh my, there's no movement. I think they're all dead. That's very good. Let's try this with the lights on. Oh no, there's so many spider webs. Ooh, shoot. Forget it. Nope. Burn it. Happy Monday. So right now there are 5 people in my backyard taking out our shed. Oh yeah, check it out. Focus. What's up, stick bug? Sometimes I feel like I live in the country. See, dudes driving tractors around here. How cool is that? I want a tractor. So behold, the shed is gone. They tried to get this thing out, but they said, I hope it's not too windy. A lot of the screws were stripped, so looks like it's gonna be crowbar and dumpster time. Watering my boys. Ruby's boys, really. Filling in for her. But so I tried to use the watering system, which I would now, but Ruby told me I do not need to water the big boys, so don't worry about it. But I was inside, and this is while the people were over there taking the shed down, which is gone, and I hear this big scraping sound. It sounded like someone was dragging something really big outside. I'm like, I wonder what they're up to. And I poke out the window here, and this hose had burst from there because I had too much pressure running to it, and it was hitting my window right there where I was working. Oh, golly. So I come out here, try to fix it, and of course I completely hosed down myself in the process, but I just thought that was really funny. It's like, go figure. I'm glad it actually did hit the house, because I might not have noticed it was sitting there spraying not my plants. So this is something you don't see every day, or never. Right-hand drive. I don't even remember what this is called. Nissan Rasheen. There you go. That's so cool. The Japanese Classics car. Looks like it's still owned by them. I'm not sure why it's over here, but I know the Fortune guys and the Japanese Classics dudes are close. That's super cool. so I just dropped off my coilovers at Fortunatos. They're gonna rebuild them. But the important note here is that I am rescuing this poor little grasshopper from Southside, bringing him to the West End like he belongs. I'm sure he's so happy. I love immigration. Look who made it all the way home. Are you proud of yourself, little guy? You just really like this car. So there's Ruby, about to take Jimmy to the vet. Murdy and I are just watching by. Gotta wave bye. What day is today? It's the last day of the month? My goodness, it is already. And whose voice is that? It's Andrew.
Hi.
So Andrew's moving. He's giving us a lot of wood. So that's cool, because
Some of it's actually MDF.
oh, okay, that's good.
How dare you bring that trash?
Big wood.
So yeah, stocking up on scrap wood. It's October! I have no idea how that happened. So, I mean, if you're watching this, that means I actually put the video together, which blows my mind. And, yeah, I like forgot to record like all sorts of stuff that happened throughout the month that I thought was fairly interesting. Or like, you know, I don't want to be like randomly recording stuff around friends and family, and I'm not like used to that yet. But hey, see, I even just accidentally cut off the video because I'm a professional at this. But yeah, I guess that's it. Thanks for watching. Also, I'm just gonna start recording for October. You know, I might put something together, I might not. Probably the editing for the video that you're watching right now, which, as I'm saying this, I'm like, did I actually do that? Will I do that? I have no idea. That will probably determine whether or not I'll do it again. But anyway, peace!